this NHL Power Week.
Just like that.
Hi, I'm Pavel Bure. Coming up next, Power Week.
In Streaks and Deeks, a pair of Slovaks show their scoring touch.
Lindgren walks in, sets up, Coffee, score! A 12-game point scoring streak for Zygmunt Coffee. Breakaway pass here for Vondra. Lock and load, score!
And in Don't Blink, Chris Osgood is down, but not out. Let's head to Los Angeles to start off Western Conference Streaks and Deeks. The Kings continue to play excellent hockey with the playoffs approaching. Against Anaheim, that success continued.
1 minute left to go in this game. We're in overtime. With Courtnall, buys some time. Get to the Nordstrom. He shoots. Goal! Yannick Perreault tips it in. The Kings win in overtime. 4-3.
There was more celebrating the next night in Phoenix.
Out center ice, Miles May, he gets hit. Here's Jason Morgan, left side walking in, and Kim got a good shot, and a rebound score! Kings take a 1-0 lead. Jason Morgan very quickly puts it in, and that is his first career National Hockey League goal. Moger into the Phoenix zone. Moger waits up the middle, shot by Guerrero, he scores! Blake shoots, score! Yannick Perreault, his shot blocked, rebound, shot, score! Grant Murray! It's 4-0 Kings.
Then, against Colorado, Sandy Moger led the way for the Kings.
Blake fires one. They score! On the rebound, Moger. 4-on-2 break. Kopach left it. Boucher. Rebound. They score! Sandy Moger, Johnny on the spot once again.
While the Kings are guaranteed a spot in the postseason, teams like Chicago, Edmonton, San Jose, and Phoenix are fighting for their playoff lives. After losing to the Kings, the Coyotes tried to rebound against Dallas.
Coyotes 5, Dallas 4, 29 and 2/10 seconds remain.
Then Phoenix gave St. Louis the blues.
To the final minute goes. Drop back, shot coming, score! Is Victor. 2-0 Phoenix. The Coyotes win it on Jimmy Wade's first shutout since December of 1992.
Meanwhile, San Jose was hoping for a strong effort against Carolina.
Leads it at the blue line, starts for the break. Oh no, escapes it and goal! Free to Friesen. Jeff Friesen, other side shot, and score! San Jose Sharks with a 2-1 win here over the Hurricanes.
Edmonton relied on goaltender Curtis Joseph when they faced Florida.
Look at Radek Dvorak, the long stride, tips it away from Hammerlin. Great play, walks in, shoots, and a big save there.
Joseph notched his second straight shutout in the 4-0 win. No, we didn't forget Chicago. In fact, our plays of the week begin with an Eric Daze explosion.
Now Morrow on the near board with a coupon and a blocker save by Van Beek. Game rebound, they score! Daze battling to the front of the net. Clearing it ahead, Daze steaming over the line. Coupon, he scores! Another one right goes Van Beek. And Gilger for Daze trying to stop it. Oh, he did! The hat trick for Eric Daze. On the board, deep center, Daze shoots. He scores! 4 goals for Eric Daze.
Now here are some more great plays.
Back to the point, Lindstrom. Look at that pass! His pass taken. A little flip from Whitman. Toronto into the Coyote zone, cutting to the slot, tries the backhander, he scores! A backhander that looked like a slap shot and zipped past Abby Bullen. What a beauty!
Dallas may have lost the league lead to New Jersey, but they're still #1 in the Central Division. While over in the Pacific, the Colorado Avalanche are in first place with 84 points.
Back of the goal on the point. He did it. He scores! Joey Moore. He took it in.
Joe Mullen, the first American-born player to score 500 goals, was recently honored by two of his former clubs. The Calgary Flames and Pittsburgh Penguins paid homage to the three-time Stanley Cup winner with Joe Mullen Night in celebration of a 16-year career which included 1,063 points in 1,062 games.
I'd just like to thank my brothers. I don't get a chance publicly to do this, to thank my brothers for all the wonderful years we shared together. They not only taught me the game of hockey growing up, but they taught me the game of life.
Elsewhere in the news, the New York Islanders have relieved Rick Bowness of his head coaching duties. General manager Mike Milbury returns behind the Islanders bench just 14 months after relinquishing the head coaching position.
I'm the guy that brought most of them in, and I need to get a little push out of them, and I will get to know them a little bit better, and I will be able to make better decisions about their future in the offseason.
Hopefully we can get some guys in the lineup and playing a little better and get this team going again.
In injury news, a separated shoulder will cause the Dallas Stars' Mike Modano to miss the next 6 weeks of action. The Phoenix Coyotes were dealt a double blow as Captain Keith Tkachuk's rib injury will force him to miss the next 2 weeks, while center Craig Janney is out indefinitely with a knee injury. And in Montreal, after never missing a game due to an injury in his 12-year career, Montreal captain Vincent Damphousse has been sidelined indefinitely with a shoulder injury. And finally, GQ magazine presented the Red Wings with a check for $10,000 to be used for a trust fund for the family of injured team masseur Sergei Manatsakanov.
GQ magazine gave a $10,000 check to help his children in the future in a scholarship foundation. So it's a very nice gesture.
In our power feature, Wayne Gretzky talks about two of the top players in the game, Sergei Fedorov and Jaromir Jagr. Fedorov, a Russian, and Jagr, a Czech, both left their Eastern Bloc countries in 1990. Adjusting to new lives in a new country, they both found that playing hockey was the least of their difficulties.
It was just like start from beginning, how to go shopping or whatever, you know.
I don't speak any English. It was probably the toughest thing to learn a new language, and you know, I couldn't talk to anybody, and no, I was missing home a lot. I remember one time I even cried and I want to go home right away.
Well, they have to overcome an awful lot. They grow up in an area, they leave their family, they leave their friends, and they come over to a whole different way of life. They have to learn the language, restaurants, where you live, everything that goes with it.
Jagr eventually adjusted to his new surroundings. Blossoming into one of the NHL's rising young stars, he helped the Pittsburgh Penguins to consecutive championships in his first 2 years in the league.
We won 2 Stanley Cups in a row, and everybody's celebrating, and they were so excited about it. But you know, I didn't really understand what was supposed to mean to win the Stanley Cup, and I feel something, but not that much. And after that, when we start losing, and we couldn't win it again, you know, it's like, that's what I want to do. I just want to win the Stanley Cup again and get the feeling, get this celebration, and, you know, the winning feeling again.
For Sergei, the road was more difficult. The Red Wings had a string of spectacular failures before they finally captured the 1997 Stanley Cup.
There was lots of pain, lots of emotions to win the ultimate goal called Stanley Cup. It's just you got to put on line everything you've got out there. That tells you how hard it is and how sweet it is to celebrate after you've done something like that.
Championships aside, Sergei and Jaromir are a supremely skilled duo who love the thrill of electrifying their fans.
I would say that's what I play hockey for, you know, just score a goal and celebrate.
Jagr, though, picked it up from Hunter's stick. Jagr cuts it. Great move. He scores!
Lifting fans out of their seats, it's pretty heavy and fun work.
What a show by Sergei Fedorov!
You know, people want to be entertained, and I think guys like Jaromir and Sergei understand that and realize that not only is it a team game, and yet they're also there to entertain people, and they have that talent, special talent that can allow that.
You know, when you play in my country, just only 3,000 people, and then you come here and you play in front of 20,000 people, and it's a big difference.
they can do things that are so special. And for that one special moment or that special pass, something that being a player that you know is very difficult to do, and as a fan, everyone goes, wow, how do you do that?
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give my check back this week. It is just unbelievable to watch these guys every night.
They're able to take the game to a level that people are infatuated by, and yet without taking anything away from their teammates, they can still be individuals in a class by themselves and yet still be champions.
Time for our international update as we check in on some of the top Finnish players in the league. The Dallas Stars are among the NHL's elite, and Jari Lehtinen is a big reason why.
Lehtinen brings it ahead, along with Mike Modano. Drops it to Modano. Then the Lehtinen score! Nicely defensive play. Cutting back on it was Lehtinen. This kid is just bound and determined to be a star in this league, and Razor, we cannot say enough good things about number 26.
Lehtinen has 20 goals and 17 assists on the season for 37 points. Carolina's Sami Kapanen has reached the 20-goal plateau for the first time in his career.
And Brown walks right in. Kapanen there. He scores! Rebo's running in, looking for Kapanen. He shoots. What a goal by Sami Kapanen right down the middle. Look at Sami Kapanen. They score!
While Kapanen is just beginning to make a name for himself, Montreal's Saku Koivu is already a force to be reckoned with.
Koivu, one of the most talented young players in the league.
Point staying with Koivu, trying to spin away, but Nesky goes right at him. Still Koivu, Ricky scores!
What a job by Saku Koivu.
Koivu has 50 total points on the season, ranking him second on Montreal. In Philadelphia, defenseman Jani Niinema wants to help the Flyers return to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Flyers still with the pressure. Niinema cutting in. Waits. Shoots. Scores. Niinema back to it. Player cutting in. He scores! And this kid Niinema, he's playing an outstanding game. Here's Odgers. He is flanked by Niinema. Shot by Jani Niinema. Niinema. Sloboda. Back to Niinema one time. What? Score!
Niinema has 30 points on the season, while Anaheim's Teemu Salani continues to lead all Finnish players with 73 points. Still to come, the Hats go flying in streaks and deeks.
Score! It's a hat trick for Jason Allison. A shower of chapeaus here.
In Don't Blink, we'll ease your hunger and thirst with more great action, so use your head and stick around.
Into the corner, Ward does it roll. Oh, what a save! Man, what hitting! Holy moly! Wow, what a shot! This is hockey, baby.
Let's check out what's happening in the Eastern Conference. We begin with the Red-Hot Devils. After ties with the Rangers and the Flyers, New Jersey came to Carolina to try to extend their 12-game unbeaten streak.
And a 3-on-1. Working ahead for Thomas. Breaking in is Stevens. Thomas leads one. Diving play. Rebound. Score! Steve Thomas.
Goaltender Martin Brodeur stayed calm in the eye of the hurricane.
Side of the net shot. Save Brodeur. Oh, a great opportunity for O'Neill. Well, he has shutout number 7 of the year. Career shutout number 29.
The Devils then traveled to Brodeur's hometown of Montreal to try and extend their unbeaten streak to a franchise record 14 straight games.
Centering pass. Score! Greg, another example why Bobby Holik is having a career year. That is his 56th point of the season. He leads the Devils.
The Devils streak seems safe until Brian Savage sparked the Canadians.
And Savage is up there. Score! Savage ties the game before the period is out. A bristling shot coming in off the wing. Recchi scores! Recchi was in a great spot. And what a shot he pulled off.
Montreal later added an empty netter for a 4-2 final, snapping the Devils streak and extending their own unbeaten streak to 4 straight games. In Boston, line mates Jason Allison and Dmitry Kristich dissected the Rangers.
Jason Allison rips a shot past Mike Richter, and the Bruins' leading scorer does it again. Samisonov's got it. He's quick. Kristen shot deflected. Score! Watch Allison in front of the net. The went off of Allison. Kristen pass across. Score! It's a hat trick for Jason Allison. A shower of chapeaus here. Second career hat trick for Jason Allison.
Despite the hat trick, Kristich and Allison kept on rolling.
Allison, Kristich is in. He scores! 5 points for Allison, 5 points for Kristich, and a single-line domination by the Bruins.
Domination indeed. The line of Samsonov, Allison, and Kristich racked up 12 points against New York. It was a Stanley Cup rematch this week as the Flyers hosted the Red Wings. Daig's second career hat trick sealed a 6-1 win and gave him 18 points in his last 20 games. Time for the plays of the week, starting with Zygmunt Palffy.
They've been walks in. Sets up Palffy. Score!
A 12-game point scoring streak for Zygmunt Palffy. Breakaway pass here for Vondra. Lock and load. Fire and score!
Goaltender, he's lucky he got out of the way of that. Now Kozlov comes up with it. Kozlov walks it. Oh, what a goal! A highlight goal by Victor Kozlov.
Top honors belong to the Rangers' Wayne Gretzky.
He tries the other side. It's up in the air. And it's got it in! He tried to make the puck in of the Bobby Carpenter.
The fourth-place Rangers will need more plays like that one if they're going to make the playoffs this year. Over in the Northeast Division, Pittsburgh's playoff future looks bright as they lead with 34 wins and 82 points. One reason for Pittsburgh's success is their scoring machine, Jaromir Jagr. Slovakian forward Zygmunt Palffy rounds out the pack with 66 points. In this week's Don't Blink, we start off with some of the more unusual plays of the week, from sticks that are stuck to foreign objects on the ice.
Lemieux says, the Kings should get this.
Are you still hungry for more bloopers? Have a drink. Keep your head up.
Little soccer action here.
Here are some of the week's best hits.
Gardner blasted by Matthias Nordstrom. Boom, did he nail him?
The hitting was so fierce, even the goalies weren't safe.
Sit down, have a seat.
The saves of the week kick off with Patrick Waugh.
At the point, left wing goal, big rebound, Niedermeyer, denied, oh! Here's Solani with Sandstrom, put away, Sandstrom, back into Solani, and a save made by Pittsburgh.
Hat tricks aren't just for the scorers this week. Check out this trio of saves by Kevin Weeks.
Hurry, jump there, Berahowski, oh, what a spectacular save by Kevin Weeks. I mean, outstanding glove save. That one was ticketed.
Hats off to Dominik Hasek, who picked up his 10th shutout of the year thanks to these 3 saves.
Straka, left side, Yager, moving to the net, back to Yager, Straka, he shoots the puck. Hasek got his chest on it to make the save, and Marty Straka, nice pan to a friend Yager, walks in, oh, what a save! That's as good a save as we've maybe seen this year, my goodness.
In Phoenix, a 3-on-1 for Los Angeles doesn't mean a goal.
McKenna, save by Jimmy Waite! Jimmy Waite slammed the gate, but saved the pole on Kevin Stevens' flurry. To McGinnis, he shoots, save that time by Scudero. Oh, he got the right pan out. Cuts in, checked by Lindbaum. Wrist shot, saved by Richter. Freeze in with an open net, and Hoskin gets around to cover it up. Oh boy, this guy's something else.
You will definitely need your mouth guard for these hits.
The leak is there, hit and knocked down. Big hit by Buchnevich. Boy, he makes his presence felt for that one. Oh my goodness me!
Time now for the Power Pack. It's Brett Hull and the St. Louis Blues traveling to McNichols Arena to take on the Colorado Avalanche. We pick up action in the first period.
Al McInnes and Mark Bergevin start on defense for the Blues. Craig Conroy, Scott Pellerin, and Darren Turcotte, the forward line for St. Louis. While Colorado has started with Sanders Ozolinsh and John Clem, Rene Corbet, Adam Deadmarsh, and Jeff Odgers. Now they make the first change of the hockey game, get Adam Foote on the ice, one of their strong defensemen. Patrick Roy will handle the puck back behind the net, swings it around. Off goes Valerie Kamensky. Kamensky cross-ice pass is right on the mark. Hit Keith Jones. They throw into the corner. Just like centering pass. Kamensky all over the backhand. McClellan stopped him. What a great opportunity. A whole 60 seconds into the game. Valerie Kamensky all by himself. Stopped by Jamie McClellan. And still another opportunity. Colorado's come out strong. I don't think they want to lose 4 straight here at home. Here's Forsberg now cutting in. Little pass for Kamensky. And it's cleared away as they've broken up the big line. Jones is on there and not Claude Lemieux.
One thing, a motivated team, of course, because the loss is home. But this team always scores a lot of goals in the first period. You already saw an example of their great transition game.
There's Claude letting it go. McLennan, the shot there. He's already well into this hockey game with a great first stop 60 seconds in. We're 90 seconds into the game now. Pass right through the crease. Finally picked off by the Blues, but they can't clear. Aaron Miller, good keep there at the blue line, but now St. Louis does punch it out. Fired in. Looked like a hit off Kerry Frazier, but he's okay. Lost the helmet. Wore the helmet at the Olympics, Kerry Frazier, our referee tonight.
He's not a helmet guy. He can't go with the helmet. With that hair? Are you kidding?
Were you a helmet guy, man? With your hair?
I didn't have hair when I played. I certainly was a helmet guy because of the way I skated.
Here's Jamie Rivers moving up, off for Jeff Courtnall as Harry York tried to hit him. Headman pass, hopped a bit over his stick, and Waz out to play it. There's a bit of a transition game right there. That's one way to go. Here's Yari Curry.
And that's a change of the game now, Steve. The goaltenders pass as well as most defensemen, so they start a lot of transition plays.
Delayed penalty is coming up. Looks like it'll go against St. Louis. Clem will force it deeper. There's Deadmarsh back of the cage. Off for Corbet. Rivers on him. Delayed penalty. Centering pass. Clem couldn't handle. Had it hop over his stick, and we finally get the whistle. Bam! Valerie Kamensky all alone in the crease. 60 seconds into the hockey game, but McLennan, that's the way he's been playing. That's why the Blues have won 6 straight with McLennan in the net.
Well, the Blues penalty killing has been about 92% of late, which is fantastic. And
Kamensky scores! What a shot! Roofed it, knocked the water bottle off, and quickly it's a power play goal. The Avalanche a 1-0 lead.
Well, as I said, the St. Louis penalty killing has been struggling of late. But a shot like that, there's nothing you can do. Kamensky pulls it. The goaltender wasn't expecting the shot. He was back in the net a little bit. Players aren't supposed to wrist shot the puck that hard from there. It just goes right over Jamie McLennan's shoulder. St. Louis stands up. They maybe gave the line a little bit. Claude Lemieux goes to the net. But right here, look at this wrist shot. That's hit the L, man. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just a perfect shot. And a guy that can shoot the puck very, very well.
20th of the season for Valery Kamensky. And here comes Rene Corbet. Here's Corbet leading the pack, waiting for some help. And wrists it wide of the net. Ozolinsh is in deep. Yari Curry comes over to check his man and flipped back out the center.
One of the interesting things, both these teams are very similar with their goals as they're spread out. Both of them will have over 10, 12 players this year with over 10 goals. That's why both these teams are tough to check, because who do you check? There's so many guys who can put in goals. That's why they'll be tough in the playoffs.
There's Forsberg for Jones. He's in. Shot. Second rebound. Adam Deadmarsh on the rebound. And quickly, it's 2-0 Colorado.
Well, since we're talking transition, you're going to see what happened. There's a turnover at the blue line, and you can have the transition game from the blue line in just as easy as you can from your end out. Right there, the puck was turned over by St. Louis. Now you're going to see a quick pass. Puck goes to the net. Forsberg, the guy you don't want to have handle the puck, he's already played about 5/8 to 5/6 of the game. Great play there. Nobody picks up the rebound. Deadmarsh goes in. Bergeron should have had him picked up, a body on him rather than play the puck. Right here, great play. Jonesy goes there. McLennan makes the first save. That's all he's supposed to do. Nobody picks up Deadmarsh.
Here's Keith Jones now. It's been a big part of the Colorado offense since returning after missing 10 months of NHL action with 2 serious knee operations. It's great to have him back on the ice, one of the real good guys in the NHL. Here's a chance for Conroy. Centering pass, score! It's Brett Hull on the backhand. What a feed from Conroy, and the Blues are in the hockey game. It's 2-1.
You got to think it's going to be a replay because his feet were in the crease, but maybe if the puck was in there first, that's what to look for. Watch, Brett goes to the crease now. Puck's not there. This goal probably will not count.
Looked like Kerry was just mouthing no goal there.
No goal. And Brett knows better than that, too. That's just a mental mistake. Brett knows you can't go in there until the puck's in there.
Colorado keeps their 2-goal advantage as we move ahead to the second period.
Here is Kamensky. He's playing with a bit of a banged-up finger on his hand.
Yeah, I can tell by the way he shot.
Yeah, an unbelievable shot. I mean, that's what makes it even that much more unbelievable. That shot through the screen, hit the post. Looked like it hit flush off the post from Peter Forsberg. What a scoring opportunity. Well, Brett Hull's on the ice now. Hull drop pass. Pronger gets to it. That shot is stopped by Patrick Roy. And the Avs look to race out. Here's Forsberg. Has foot with him. Centering for foot. And the pass had to be in the air. Little saucer pass.
Little saucer pass.
And it just topped over the stick. Barry's teaching me new terms every single day. And here's Conroy. Comes away with the Blues.
And Adam Foote's been very active. He's jumped into the play twice now. And that's not all that usual for a defensive defenseman of Adam Foote's quality. As I said earlier, I love stories where a kid comes out of nowhere and he gets a chance and he makes the most of it. That's what makes sports special. He played junior hockey in Lethbridge. I was coaching Medicine Hat at the time. Not great numbers in junior or anything. Right here, oh, got to be lucky to be good right there. Forsberg had the open net. Look at Peter's face. He knows he had the wide open net. Oh, he thinks he's in. He thinks he's in.
Here's Forsberg the other way. Forsberg 1-on-2. He'll pull up and wait for some help from his friends. Neat little pass. In front for Goodman, score! Looked like it was deflected in front. Maybe Kamensky got a piece of it as he was heading through the crease. 3-0 Colorado.
I think Kamensky did get a piece of it, but the bottom line is we've been talking about Adam Foote jumping into the play. We've mentioned it 2 or 3 times. He does it again. This is not usually Adam Foote's style. He jumps from defense in front of his net. All of a sudden he sees there's a breakdown where Colorado's got the puck. Who's got it again? 21 Forsberg leads the charge. This guy's been great tonight, but Adam Foote jumps into the play. Looks like Brian Leach. Watch this, right? And I think he does go off Kamensky, but that play does not happen if Adam Foote does not jump into the play.
Kamensky's second goal of the game makes it 3-0 Avalanche. We'll be right back. Let's rejoin second period action with Colorado leading 3-0.
And guys like Brett Hull are fun to talk to and listen to.
Here is Duchesne, back of the net, try to spin away. You might not agree with everything he says, but he says something, gives you something, a little personality, instead of being vanilla.
That's why it's good to be in America. You don't have to agree with somebody. You can think on your own.
In Canada, it's completely different. I understand you're not allowed to.
No, you can't.
Here's a chance. Shot right off. Left side rebound. Score! Terry Yake on the goal. And the Blues are in the hockey game. They cut the deficit. It's 3-1.
Colorado got a little lazy in their own zone, and they blew some coverages down low. St. Louis made a great pass. Went right down low here to Campbell. Yell gets him. Campbell wins the battle with the puck. Brings it out in the slot. Excellent execution by St. Louis. They win all the battles. Terry Yake walks out of the corner. Nobody picked him up.
The Blues have gotten back into the game as we move ahead to the third period.
On paper, Barry, would appear to be a mismatch. Patrick Roy and Jamie McLennan. What about... well, yeah, I guess it would be a mismatch.
If you match any goaltender up with Patrick, and then you look at the 3 Vezinas, the wins, the Stanley Cups, nobody's going to match up.
But Jamie has played in 2 playoff games.
I'm impressed with this kid. And the St. Louis players have really responded and played very well for this guy ahead in front of them. They talked about that today, that they feel they played.
Turgeon scores on the rebound. And it's a 1-goal hockey game. Brett Hull the shot, Roy the stop, and Turgeon the goal. It's 3-2, and here we go.
As I was saying, they feel they played a lot better in front of McLennan than they have for Grand Fuhr lately. And you see right here, timely goal. Puck goes out, just throw it at the net. Patrick does not control the rebound, and nobody picks up. Turgeon in front, as I was bragging of Colorado, how good they did it all night long protecting the front of the net. 2 defensemen are there. Gooserop doesn't pick up the man. He watches the puck hit Patrick and go to the man in front. So we got us a ball game when there really shouldn't be one. So everybody benefits from that.
Shots are 2-1, 24-12 in favor of Colorado, and it's a 1-goal hockey game.
Doesn't Patrick always say that he likes to have a lot of shots rather than a few shots?
Yeah, they give up a lot of shots, so he's
except for tonight.
Blues to the power play. This is their 8th chance of the night. Courtnall is back on the ice. That's a good sign. See if he can really make the Avalanche pay for the need in Avery Quad Lemieux. McGinnis lets it go. Good stop through traffic by Fuhr, and he'll hang on as players come together.
I think this is when Patrick Roy is at his best. When a situation like that, a point shot through traffic, you see Patrick Roy struggle to find the puck, and then he just spreads out and uses that big body, and he controls the rebound. That rebound is close enough that he can jump on it, whereas if it goes out much farther, St. Louis has a chance to regroup the puck and do it again.
Pronger and Jones get their sticks up. Victor Shane to it now. 2:15 to go here in the third regulation time. Forsberg looking to put this baby away. Ball for Kamensky, who's got 2 of the 3 goals for Colorado. Kamensky, what an effort there. 1-on-3, but the Blues come away with the puck.
Interesting cat and mouse game in the neutral zone. Brett Hull is hanging out, trying to chicken hawk a little bit.
Here's Kamensky off of Forsberg, trying to go back to the forehand. And McLennan able to cover up off the Hull giveaway at the St. Louis blue line.
This guy never played much in the first period, Steve, but he's going to play a lot the last 2 or 3 minutes of this game, what's ever left.
McLennan is out. Blues have the extra attacker on. Jamie Rivers now will work. The Blues will have their timeout if they can get a whistle. Here's Coleman, he'll throw in. Turgeon with the first man into forecheck. Watt tried to clear it himself, but it's picked off by McInnes. Here's Courtnall's shot. What a stop by Patrick Watt. I believe the shoulder. And one of the Blues is hurt. It's Campbell. He's hurt down in front of the net. Puck continues to tick away now. And it's delayed offside. And we get the whistle.
You see it go down low, right out. Great shot by Courtnall. He did what he wanted. But there's that Patrick Watt. He's got the legs down, protect the bottom.
Here's Turgeon looking to wind it up. Here, Turgeon at center with speed. He's got a lane. Turgeon just barely onside. Shot was blocked. Clem gets to it, and he backhands out. And it will be icing as Hull races back, and the clock stops with 17.2 seconds left. Avalanche get to it. Can they clear? Yes. Hull couldn't hold the zone. His tuck is on his backhand there. Comes up for Forsberg. He's hit by Yake. Final 4 seconds. Puck at center. Clement gets to it. And that'll do it. The Avalanche win, and Patrick Watt ties Grant Fuhr for the most wins on the active list, number 5 all time.
On a milestone evening for Patrick Watt, Colorado wins 3-2. Welcome to the final installment of this week's Power Pack.
About 20,000 will come through these turnstiles today at a beautiful Core State Center in South Philadelphia, where it's a rematch of the Stanley Cup Finals of a year ago, the Red Wings and the Philadelphia Flyers.
Not bad at all. When they power play clicks, they win.
22 of the 33 wins, 2/3 of them. Guy who's really potent on the power play in the past of his history, Paul Coffey, played that one ahead to Yanni Niinema. Niinema put one off the referee skates, and Sergei Fedorov, playing in game number 8 for Detroit, spun it back in. Here comes Coffey, trying to avoid the hook attempt. Coffey wiped out, dumped it in deep, but it's Osgood. Osgood trickled it along. Rod Brindamore up with it there. Brindamore onto the back to Niinema. Had a little trouble, and it's spiked back out again by Igor Lariano. Halfway through the penalty kill for Detroit. Wedge back over to Coffey. Paul Coffey able to spirit it right through for the carry on by Mike Sillinger. Sillinger sells on it. He's it out good, and it's knifed down by Daig off the back of the goal. On to the back, it's kept alive and spun back across Desjardins. The deflection by Daig. He stays hot, and it's 1-0.
Oh, baby, Alexander Daig, did he shoot through the neutral zone with the speed? And then he ends up getting the deflection for the power play goal. Alexander Daig here showed the speed, darts through, and then kept the play alive. Now as the Red Wings fire the puck around, you'll see some real good patience by the Flyers on their power play, and there's Daig with a little deflection as Daig stayed in behind everybody. All 4 Red Wings up high. There's Daig with a little redirection. Alexander Daig, he knew he could get there. He wanted the puck. Good hand-eye coordination. Knocked the puck down and threw the goaltender Osgood.
Daig from Desjardins and Sillinger at 5:35 on the power play, the only goal. This one skipped away from Chris Osgood. Rolled back in deep. John Leclerc, close quarters from Platt, got it on back to Desjardins. Passes on the line, but still legal. Terrian gave it up. It's rolled ahead and off Shanahan. Shanahan moving on in on Hextall. Backhander save by Hextall. Tipped back on to Platt. Shanahan resumes the defense defensive pose at center ice as it's Brind'Amour swinging it back, and it's walked back on by Svoboda. Doug Brown lifts it back out again.
The speed of Shanahan and Draper starting to show in favor of Detroit. They both had scoring chances here in the period by using their speed, and Hextall stopped them both.
Gratton shrugged it down. Fedorov tried to work it ahead. It's knifed in deep for Alexander Daigle. Worked the outside. It's fed to the back to Svoboda. Hands over for Niinema. Yanni Niinema wrist one. Daigle! 2-0.
Now for goals by Alexander Daigle. He's been allowed to stand in front, and what a nice play again. There's Daigle taking the hit down below and then sneaking around in front. Nobody sees him again. Nobody pays attention to him, and a smart wrist shot from the blue line, and he's just able to knock the puck down. So Daigle just stood there, played it beautifully, and knocked the puck down, and the kid with all the personality in the world has 2 goals here. And the power play has been 2 for 2. The penalty killing's been 2 for 2. And Philadelphia is owning this first period.
And a shot is knocked into the equipment of Rouse, and help came from Brown. But boy, did he ever become a favorite. And guys on the defense have bulked up and tried to take over some of the hitting, but it's hard to replace. Rod Brind'Amour chipped it on around, taken by Kozlov in the last 25.
Detroit has 3 good young defensemen in their system, Mike, but I think you're going to see them acquire a veteran-style defenseman before the deadline, or at least attempt to try to give them the depth that they need back there. Fetisov not playing today because of a jaw injury.
Oh, that one just sent wide by Brind'Amour. Desjardins stoked it around behind as the first period comes to a close.
Well, the biggest thing for Philadelphia, and they had one of their best first periods in weeks, is can they keep the second and the third period at the same level? That's been the story of their season. One good period sometimes is enough for them to win games. They're playing Detroit. Detroit will get better. Detroit special teams had a very rough first period. They gave up 2 deflection goals to Alexander Daigle, and their power play didn't do a lot at all. 0 for 3 during the first.
We'll be back with the second period right after this.
Now the Detroit Red Wings will have to kill a penalty. As you can see, the strength of Leclerc is he's strong, and you can see he had body position on Larionov, who pulled him down to the ice. The Flyers 2 for 2, and Daigle's on the penalty.
Looked like another deflection in front. Klatt reached for it anyway, and very quickly a third power play goal for the Flyers, their 3rd goal of the afternoon.
Maybe Detroit has won faceoffs, Mike, but this one here was a win by the Philadelphia Flyers right on the draw, and watch the players drive to the net after they win the draw. That's Brind'Amour. He wins it. And look at 2 Flyers going to the net. That's a deflection by the hash marks. Probably one that the goaltender, Osgood, would like to have another shot at.
Boy, the chances the Flyers are getting on their power play. Here's Daigle again. Daigle cruising, backhander kicked out by Osgood and lifted out by the defense. Desjardins chopped it along, hustling on is Kozlov. Kozlov shook it by, but then could not regroup with his team.
The Scotty's Club's having trouble deep in his own zone, trouble down low. They had trouble against Boston on home ice last week down low, and I think that's why they're looking to find defensive help.
Desjardins rattled that one around behind. It's chipped back over now for control by Gratton. Onto the back, Desjardins across the Niinema. Fires, and it went just wide. May have been tipped by Sillinger. It was tipped by the goaltender Osgood. Gratton flips. Sillinger tried a little behind the back pass. The Red Wings take over there. Daigle wanted to draw another penalty. We're down to the last 55 seconds of this power play for Philadelphia. 3 power play goals. 2 by Daigle in the first period, 1 by Klatt here in the second. Pass is chopped loose. Klatt able to bring it back in. Drops it on back for Leclerc, who spins and gives over to Therrien. That one blocked down by Anders Eriksson and steered back ahead for Yzerman. Moving up with Larionov, but it's swept away by Leclerc. The shots are 17-7 in the game. 3-1 Flyers in the second period. Hustling ahead with it is Rod Brindamore. Brindamore flipped that one along, but it is Pusher shoving it back down, and this penalty kill is going better for Detroit.
Yeah, it started with a good save by Osgood on Alexander Digg, who was looking for the hat trick.
Pet through for Brindamore, looking over the top. It is hit in, and a save made by Osgood. One back for Richardson. Colin Forbes has made it 4-0. Or is it Richardson? I thought it was Luke Richardson who let the shot go, and it might very well be.
There was 2 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Leclerc. Watch him move in and take the hit. Oh, boom, did he get hit. But the Flyers kept right on going. You see Leclerc push the puck ahead to Brindamore. Watch the setup that he makes as Desjardins moves in. Shot, save, rebound. Now here's Richardson with the shot that deflects into Osgood and goes over the goal line. It either hit Leclerc or it's going to be a goal by Luke Richardson. With 2 seconds to go at the time that the puck caroms over the goal line. This is a puck that goes off of Bob Rouse. I think it'll be a Richardson goal. Chris Osgood hasn't had much luck. The last one bounced in off his own player. He's had 2 others scored by Digg that have been deflections right in front of his net.
You think it was something as simple but that important as a penalty shot save that he had Sunday night that turned him around? Out in front. Oh, and a goal by Yzerman on a feed from Nicholas Lidstrom, and the Red Wings have gotten on the board. It is 4-1.
This is how you beat any goaltender, Mike. This was a great pass by Lidstrom and Yzerman. The puck was on the blade of his stick for about 1/10 of a second. You'll see Detroit, as Fedorov, they regroup, they set up, they regroup to attack. Now Lidstrom sees room and he can attack, and Yzerman goes to the net without the puck. It's a perfect pass, perfect shot, and Detroit's on the board. They get their 10th shot, their first goal. Look at Lidstrom, look up, look up, look up, and a hard pass across to Yzerman. It was interesting, too. Shanahan went to the net ahead of Yzerman, and I think that screened everybody out. Yzerman came in from behind, and Lidstrom hit him with a beautiful, beautiful pass. So Detroit gets on the board.
We're in the 3rd period. The Flyers have themselves a commanding 3-goal lead.
Flyers have gotten a goal from Richardson today, 1 from Brindamore and 2 from Digg.
Brindamore is hurting. He went off the ice on this last shift, and he was punching his arm. He may be a little sore.
There have been several hurts today. Paul Coffey with back spasms. Daniel Lacroix, we haven't noticed since he had puck drilled into him by Kurt Maltby earlier in the game. Here's Gratton trying to feed one in front. Red Wings can shift from defense to offense.
Paul Coffey has not returned for the 3rd period. Brindamore shaking off the effects of whatever happened to him. Seems to be okay. Wearing the C on the jersey today with the injury to Eric Lindros.
Played some football in high school. And here's Gratton feeding one. On the power play earlier, but did not. Gets this one now. The 5th goal in the game.
Well, when you drive to the net, good things happen. Here's Philadelphia not setting up behind the net. They want the quick breakout. They move up ice. Leclerc chips a puck past Pusher. The chip of the puck again. And there you can see Klatt going to the net. This is just a great example of the Flyers beating Detroit to all the loose pucks, and Gratton with a nice pass. Got Yzerman turned around. I believe the puck went off of Yzerman's skate. Klatt gets the only even-strength goal we've seen in this game. That first replay showed the Flyers hustling up the ice and winning the battles and winning the quick race to all those loose pucks.
Tipped over for a flip back on for John Leclerc. St. Albans, Vermont, connected across 2 lines, and play is stopped.
Very nearly a nice pass to send Klatt in home free. Shanahan was the left winger who stayed back for that famous Detroit look of the left wing lock, where basically they keep a winger back along with the 2 defensemen to try and clog up all the lanes, but the Flyers had not gotten to their own blue line when they let the pass go, so it's a 2-line pass.
Saw Shanahan just after the All-Star game, and I complimented him on a couple of splendid defensive plays in the All-Star game, and he said, I hate to admit it, I was playing the left wing lock a couple of times, and I caught myself at it.
Habits.
This is Shanahan with it. Brendan Shanahan, personable winger for the Detroit Red Wings. Sees play develop back ahead from Mike Knuble. Knuble tried to work his way by the point there. Shot one that's knocked down. Forced back up. Heading for is Leclerc. John Leclerc looks.
Alexander Daig left practice immediately so he could go get a driver's license. Well, he knew where to go on the ice when the puck was dropped here this afternoon in Philadelphia. And it'll be a goaltending change as Osgood will go to the bench. What a pass by Leclerc. Detroit on the dump in had trouble. The Flyers' transition from defense to offense has been magical. And boy, did Daig finish the play. Here you can see the puck stripped away. As the shot's taken, the Flyers' back checking was wonderful. Leclerc now looks before he gets the puck. He sees Daig, and there's the shot. Oh, what a release. You know, you have to put the puck on the pass in the right spot. That was perfect for Daig to skate into it. And watch Leclerc's pass, how hard this is. It's firm, it's right there, and boom, redirection. Hodgson had no chance. A hat trick for Daig. This one's at even strength.
In this 5-on-3, 15 seconds to go, and Larry Murphy can't collar that. Hextall out, and the fans are standing here. Brind'Amour, wedged off by Fedorov. 3 to go.
A complete team victory for Alexander Daig and the Philadelphia Flyers. For Detroit, that's an unsettling loss.
That wraps things up for this week's show. Thanks for tuning in to Power Week.
I don't know if I can find the words to describe this play. Maybe we should just play it over and over again.
Here's Bertuzzi, moves it over the blue